3 months down, 9 more to go. It is officially April. I know I was supposed to make this video on April 1st. It is currently April 3rd. So let's hop right into it. Man, the first 3 months of this year, the first quarter of this year was for some reason, like, it felt like it went by fast, but at the same time, it felt like it wasn't too fast. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was moving at the pace it was supposed to move at. Like, I feel like as much work as I didn't put in so far, I feel like we should be halfway throughout the year. Like, I've been putting in some work, y'all, for real. And what's crazy is I haven't been giving my max effort, and I still feel this way. Like damn, just imagine if I would have gave my max effort, how much of a better position that I'll be in right now, and how many more resources I have access to right now, how much money I can have invested right now. See, that's why we got to go our hardest, y'all. That's why we can't leave no corner. We can't leave no corner unturned. We can't leave nothing on the table. We can't engage in shortcuts. None of that. Because when you go all out there and you really just go out there, lay it all on the line, man, it's like, yeah, you probably risking your health, you know what I'm saying? You risking a few hours of sleep, and you might skip a few meals and whatnot. You know, you in your 20s, man, I ain't gonna say you shouldn't worry about that, because your health comes first. You know, take care of yourself always. That's not what I'm saying. It's just, we should be pushing the limits. We should be pushing it to the limit for real, if we even have limits. You never know what your limit is until you go even further and even further and even further. You know, I've learned a thing or two about this YouTube channel, like, in this first quarter. As long as I've been doing these YouTube videos, I've learned that consistency is everything. However you structure the way that you want to post your videos. You know me, I was supposed to structure it this year, post every day. I regret that I didn't post every day, but, you know, it is what it is. The structure now is 365 videos by the end of the year. I'm going to keep saying that so I can keep implanting in my mind that, to mark my words on that, to keep my word with that, with you guys, with the community, because I can't let y'all down, you know? And, yeah, so I know it's probably like 10 videos that I'm missing right now, about 10 to 15 videos that I'm missing out on, and I'm gonna make it up. Whether I have to double it up every day, triple it every day, whatever I gotta do. You know, I might even surpass 365 videos this year. But yeah, I learned that consistency is everything. I learned that I'm learning that, okay, I know my stuff. And I said this in, I think, my video before my last one, or it was probably like one of my recent videos. Within my last 5 videos, I mentioned that I know my stuff, right? I know what I'm talking about. I'm intelligent. I'm smart, obviously. Like, I have a lot to say, you know. I don't feel like I just be saying a bunch of nothing. It's just what I lack is the way that I articulate things, the way that I say things. Like, it's not all about what you say, it's about how you say it. You know, I've been listening to 19 Keys lately, and he speaks about that a lot. Like, it's more so about the delivery. You know, yes, you know, if you're gonna watch my videos, still, like, soak in the information. But what I'm starting to learn is you engage with people more when they feel it. You know, they not just listening to you and yawning and getting bored out of their mind. Like, you gotta, not saying you have to be entertaining, but it's a way that you speak to people, to a certain audience, whoever resonate with you. You're not gonna resonate with everybody. You know, however your approach is, you're gonna resonate with that certain audience. Whoever gravitates towards you, that's your audience. Whether you have a Eric Thomas voice, you know, how can I describe Eric Thomas? Like Eric Thomas, he have a lot of bass and hype in his voice. Like he loud when he speak. You know, I resonate with that, even though I have I speak in a more like monotonish, laid back voice. I can get passionate, but not as passionate as Eric Thomas. Like Eric Thomas he be turning up for real. But yeah, so I digress. I'm starting to learn that delivery means a lot. I'm starting to realize that really I need to start posting more than once a day, honestly. Like I'm just getting started, and if I want to reach a bigger audience, I have to deliver more quality videos. Not just deliver more videos, but deliver more quality videos. You know, like if I can deliver 3 to 4 quality videos a day, I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm eating. Right now I'm not on other social media platforms, so I can't post on them right now because I'm getting my mental right. You know, I'm getting my headspace right. Honestly, I feel better when I'm off social media, y'all. Like for real. Like it'd be too much going on. It'd be too much clutter, you know. But yeah. So I'm starting to realize that you know, delivery means a lot. Delivery and hold on. Was that my other point that I said I learned about? I don't remember, but I want to touch on one more point that I learned from YouTube doing these YouTube videos. Oh, I learned that you can also learn yourself more when you do these YouTube videos like this. Like, not entertaining videos, you doing it for, you know, just so you can make people laugh, or just so you can make people you can appeal to the degenerate audience. I'm not appealing to the degenerate audience. I'm appealing to the ones that want to like turn up in life for real. The ones that want to get their life together. The ones that want to be highly successful and prosperous and wealthy. Not just rich, but wealthy. You know, in every area of their life. For the ones who want to be the best version of themselves and beyond that. The ones who don't have a limit, the ones who are limitless, for real. That's the audience I want to appeal to. And I'm just starting to learn how much I value just that. How much I value representing the excellence of the kingdom of heaven. You know, I really value that, for real. So yeah, it's also taught me, doing these videos basically has taught me a lot about myself that I didn't know. You know, it's basically me venting to a camera. And I'm pretty sure by the end of this year, I'm gonna learn so much more about this YouTube thing, and I'm gonna learn so much more about myself. And it's kind of hot. I'm burning up in here, y'all. I just left the gym. I'm kind of, woof. It's burning up in this gym. But yeah, man. What y'all learned this year? Comment below. Whatever y'all learned, whatever y'all currently learning. What have y'all done this year? What was y'all, what grade would you give yourself up to this point? Up to this point in the year? Cause I give myself a C. I give myself a low C, and that's just because I have high standards for myself. If I didn't have high standards for myself, I'll give myself probably a B+, or just a regular B. But yeah, man, we gotta go harder. You know, as much as we want to relax, and as much as we just want to kick back and watch Naruto and eat some Wingstop. Eat some American Deli, drink on a little Kool-Aid, a little cheese fries. As much as we want to do that, I know all that sounds like heaven, bro. All that sounds like heaven for real. Like, man, just chilling and relaxing. Woo. That's the life right there. But it's really not at the same time. That's the life that you gotta work for. You know, when we get older, when we, you know, we able to play with our grandkids and just sit back and just watch our grandkids play. You know, of course, we don't want to be complacent, and we don't want to be we don't want our bodies to be all broken down. That's why we go to the gym. That's why we work out. That's why we do our best to put good foods in our body, you know, so we can be mobile and agile and active and healthy and still athletic, still in tip-top shape when we reach the ages of 80 and 85, 90. Hell, we don't want to be in a wheelchair. We don't want to be on no walker, none of that. We don't want to be codependent of nothing. We want to be able to still do what we do. You know, of course we gonna age. You know, that's just life. The older you get, the more you're gonna age. It's just life. It's just simple. 1 + 1 = 2, Matt. You know, but let's make the rest of this year, y'all, let's make it a great one, and let's keep putting our foot to the middle, man. Let's keep mashing the gas and as much as we can, because this world is crazy. The economy is crazy. We got to make sure that we stuff our pockets. For real, we got to make sure we stuff our pockets, and we got to make sure that we get swole and we take care of ourselves and our people, man, as much as we can. You know, take care of you and yours, and let's make the rest of this year the best of our year. All right, and I'll see y'all in the next video.